Hey guys, HUGTTO PRECURE just started, but the Japanese people are fast and they already found in the HUGTTO PRECURE toys, specifically the transformation device, they already found info on two different cures that we don't know yet. And it's interesting because in this season we might get two cures mid-season. That's gonna be amazing. We thought we were going to have a 4-girl team, but now maybe we're gonna have a 5-girl team. That's gorgeous and I really like it. Anyways, let's check out those new info. We have in those toys, we have a hacked version of it. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box. You can check the video out and you can see, you can listen for yourselves. But this person found out some interesting things. He found out two different cure names and the voices are already there. So those cures already have voice actors. And we have lots of theories going around, so let's talk about them. Those two cures are called Cure Amour and Cure Ma Chérie. Those two names are names in French. Amour means love and Ma Chérie means my darling. Or, you use that to someone you love. So it's a way to talk to someone and it's an interesting name for a cure. It's a very different name for a cure and I really like it. But let's talk about what they found in those transformation devices. So they found those two cures, but it's an interesting catch. Those two cures, they have the same catchphrase. The catchphrase reads something like that. My Japanese is not perfect, but let's do this. Mina daisuki, ai no puricure. And then they say their names, Cure Amour and Cure Ma Chérie. But some interesting tidbits. When Cure Amour says her own phrase, her voice has a very low tone. She has a very serious tone. And she seems kind of mature. And when she says her catchphrase, the heart in the middle of the transformation device, it rings purple. So Cure Amour is probably going to be a purple cure. I really believe in it. And when Cure Ma Chérie says her own phrase, she says something like this. Mina daisuki, ai no puricure, Cure Ma Chérie nano desu. So she has this, the ending of her cure name with a little catchphrase. And who does this in Precure? The mascots. So we've been thinking about a specific mascot in HUGTTO becoming a cure, and Cure Ma Chérie, I believe the Cure Ma Chérie is probably going to be HUGTTO becoming a cure. And it's interesting because when you listen to Ma Chérie's voice, her voice seems very childish. Different from Cure Amour. Cure Amour has a very low voice. She kind of has a mature voice, and Cure Ma Chérie, she has this childish voice. So I really believe Ma Chérie is going to be HUGTTO, growing up and becoming a cure. And when Ma Chérie says her catchphrase, the heart rings red. So probably a red cure there. But what's really interesting is that apart from them having the same catchphrase, they both say the catchphrase together. So it's interesting that they both say Mina daisuki, ai no puricure, and then they say their names. And well, this reads something like Mina daisuki, like I love everyone or we love everyone. Ai no puricure, the precure of love, Cure Amour and Cure Ma Chérie. So their catchphrases are the same and they even speak in the same time, at the same time. So I really believe that this time, for the first time in the franchise, we're gonna have a duo precure, dual cures coming together at the same time. We've had mid-season cures lots of different times in lots of different seasons. Like we had in Hard Catch, we had Sunshine and Moonlight joining later. In Sweet, we had Beat and Muse joining later. If we force it a little bit, in Happiness Charge, we had Honey and Fortune joining it later. I'm not counting on happiness charge because Honey joined in like episode 10, if I'm not mistaken, episode 9, 10, 10, or 10, 11. So I'm only going to consider Fortune a mid cure. But they all joined in different periods. So, like, let's pick Hardcatch, for example. Hardcatch, Sunshine joined in around like 12, episode 24, something like that. And then in episode 32, 33, Moonlight joined. So a difference of time phase there. I think that in this case it's going to be different. Both of them are going to join together. And let's not forget that we're talking about a season that is celebrating 15 years of Precure, right? It's celebrating 15 years of Precure, and apart from that, they're giving a lot of focus to black and white. So why not bring another duo to the mix? So if Amour and Machiri are going to be our black and white of the new wave of Precure, it's going to be really interesting. And I think that they should do it. I really believe that they can do something like that. I mean, why not? And there are some people that are theorizing that these are going to be like mid-season cures, but with a time lapse. Cure Amour or Cure Machiri joining and then the other one joining later on. And there's even another theory that this is a form change. So the same person can transform into Cure Amour and into Cure Machiri. I don't really believe in this theory because the voices are very different from one another. And even the way that the voice actor uses the tone in her voice is different. So I don't really believe that the same character can do those same different personalities, even though she can become different cures. I mean, no different personalities like that would happen in the same character, in Precure at least. So my theory so far is that HUGTTO is related to the villains in some way. And I believe that that purple-haired villain, the woman, is going to become Cure Amour at the same time that HUGTTO is going to become Cure Machiri, and they're going to become cures together. I don't know how, I don't know when, probably like around episode 20, 22, 24, but I think they're going to become cures together. And Cure Amour is the purple one, just like her, she has purple hair, and HUGTTO is going to become Cure Machiri, the red cure. I don't know if I'm right, but this is just a theory. The series hasn't even started, but I love theories. I love talking about those things. So those two cures are officially announced. No, they're not officially announced, but they have been found. They have been found on an official device. So they're probably not going to put it there just to troll us. They're not going to do this. And in March, we're going to have another wave of toys that are going to be released, and probably the tablet is going to be released on March. And if the tablet's released on March, they're going to hack this tablet, that they're going to find images of those cures for us, and then we can deliberate a little more on them, we can talk, we can speculate even more. But for now, this is all that we have. Those two cures have been found on the official transformation device, and those are obviously something that are gonna happen this season. So let's theorize, let's talk about them, let's discuss what they really mean in the Precure world. As I said, I think those two are gonna be the ones that I already mentioned, but I really want to hear it from you. I really want to hear your opinions on Cure Amour and Cure Machiri. I don't know if my pronunciation is correct. I don't know French, but I don't really mind. I mean, I really want to learn more about it. And if you know French, please tell me if I'm correct, if I'm not correct. How am I able to pronounce it correctly? Guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time. Bye bye.